apparently they could have Iran could have nuclear weapons capability, like uranium grade or nuclear weapon grade uranium in 3 to 6 weeks. They could have a bomb manufactured. So even Trump's rhetoric about uh, uh, taunting Iran and then acting like an asshole to everyone else in the world, like, right? He's like, well, fuck Canada, fuck Mexico, fuck everybody. And then he's saying to Iran, "You're going to talk to us about this nuclear arms deal. We're going to have a," and Iran is going like, "Well, you know what? Fuck America. You know what I mean? Fuck USA. Fuck USA." They said. So he's rejecting his talk with the president and the Khomeini. So, and Trump says, what does he say again? He says that could be the end of the world. So he is threatening nuclear destruction, right? That's the way, if anyone is logical, that's the way they would see it. They'd say, well, Trump is the one that's threatening nuclear war now. If Iran has a nuclear capability, then Trump says this could be the end of the world. Well, so Iran says, see, this American is threatening the end of the world. He said that on his campaign trail, that Joe Biden was the kind of guy that could start the end of a world war. Well, that's Trump right there. He's trying to start a world war by first an economic war on his neighbors, on Canada, right? He's trying to say we're going to control Canada's economics so that we can take over the whole North American continent, right? They're threatening Canada and Mexico, and they're putting Canada onto the poverty line, basically, because we don't have enough population. So the only way to increase our strength is to increase our population, i.e., now then too, as well, increase our military strength as well, right? So we need billionaires to come into Canada and to invest in Canada so that we can increase our military. So we're going to be allowing a lot more people immigrating because we need economic strength for to fight this trade war against the U.S. But Trump's going to start a world war. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it would be if he can live this next 4 years without getting assassinated, because he might be legitimately targeted for assassination now. These guys might actually blow off a nuclear bomb in United States, right? That's where the real problem is that not having the material in Iran, but having the material here in United States, for instance, on North America continent, so that they can blow up. So what Canadians should be doing is getting ready for nuclear radiation. We need to have radiation protection now, because the nuclear fallout from Iran bombing United States, because it's going to come from within. It's not a missile from Iran. No, it's somebody that they have so much money in United States already. They have a bomb in United States that they're going to let off, right? That's what will happen. And even if Trump nukes Iran, well, that won't mean anything. The rest of these the rest of the people there that are going to be highly pissed off if Iran gets nuked, right? Because they will all suffer, no matter who they are. And immediately, if the U.S. gets involved, then Syria gets attacked as well, right? Syria and all that gets it's just destabilized totally. So we got the two oligarchies, the dictators, fighting for the control of the world now, and it comes from within in a very insidious way. Trump, we all liked him. We all like, oh, he's the guy that we like, and we love Trump, and we love the USA. So I'm kind of laughing about this, guys. I kind of think it's funny that you guys. That's the kind of people that we got though running the countries, right? It's the kind of people that are in charge are bigots, self-important bigots. I think Trump's a hater, like more than ever now. Yeah, he's the biggest farce of the world now, too. That's a fucking laugh and joke a second, right? So Trump starts World War III. I guess it'll happen in my lifetime if it happens in his lifetime, right? If he starts the war, I'm sure I'm going to be living for another fucking 6, 8 months, right? At least. So I'm going to see World War III start. Woohoo! That's fucking wild. My generation was always thinking they're going to start World War III. They're going to start World War III. They're going to start World War III. Yeah, here we are. This guy, he's only what fucking I don't know how much older than he is than I am, right? So he's only 60, 75. How old is he? 70? So he's only 10 years older than me, and he's starting the war. That's who's starting the war. But he lived through that too, right? In his generation. To have the nuclear war. Nuclear war. That's the biggest threat. And Trump has got a scowl on his face more than ever. You think he'd just be the happy guy that he used to be. He used to be kind of happier. So I think everybody is kind of pissed off. So I can see it happen. It'll be good for the population of the world. If the population declines drastically, that would probably be good because it'll pull the rest of the social ethics together, right? Once all these people really die, then the social ethics starts to strengthen again. We need all the people that are willing to do this to start dying, right? And even those people that are soldiers, because of the fact that they wanted to do this, right? So that'll put them into battle. They'll be dead. There could be a change in the social ethics structure after if the world survives, that is, right? If it doesn't survive, then you know what I mean. But of course, even every movie that you've ever seen predicts the future of these, small groups of people. It's like Jesus was. Jesus was doing that. He had a small group of people. We're going to have this, and the rest of these people were like the fall of the Roman Empire or something, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of the world reformation. But I'd say after the nuclear war, these guys are still going to struggle to control everything because they'll still have the control of the biggest bombs, right? Whoever controls the biggest bombs after the nuclear war is still in control of the world. That's the thing about it. So I don't know. That's too bad because they're going to use nuclear first. I think Iran or one of these countries, one of these terrorist organizations, will blow off a nuclear bomb in the United States. I think we need to be prepared for radiation fallout, right? Nuclear fallout, radiation, guys. That's what I think Canadians should really be prepared for. Not for invasion by Americans per se as that, but there will be immigration because these Americans will be fleeing the radiation under humanitarian grounds. We'll have to let a certain amount of Americans into our country because of the radiation poisoning that they would be suffering, right? They'll like be running up here because Canada has such fresh air. They'll be saying, "We need to come to Canada because you've got fresh air." So it's either they destroy us economically first and then create a nuclear disaster, or one of these countries here creates a nuclear disaster in the United States, which is most likely what's going to happen. Is there's going to be a nuclear bomb on the U.S. territory, and then we will suffer because of the radiation fallout, and we'll have to allow all these Americans to immigrate into Canada because of radiation. That's what's going to happen, guys. That's what's going to happen. So Trump is going to fuck up the whole world. This might be the end of the USA. This might be the end of the USA. Trump might cause the end of the USA, to tell you the honest truth. It might be make America great again. This might bring America to its knees because if in the next 3-4 years, if a nuclear bomb goes off, you can just come all back here and give me a big thumbs up. Well, I mean, it's an ironic thumbs up, but do you know what I mean? It'll be a reticent thumbs up. So give this a reticent thumbs up, guys. It's a reticent. I mean, It's terrible, but I mean, I think, and I know most likely I'm right. Sadly, it's a terrible world, and people like like the RCMP, they're responsible for this kind of thing. It's going to only get worse. I wouldn't say that this will end between me and the RCMP, and that I can just enjoy life at all. I don't think this will end the war will start happening. It'll get worse still because these guys are crazy people, and they're all crazy, and that's the way the RCMP work. That's the truth on that one.